How's it going, everyone? Lunar here, and in this video I'm going to go over why map control is so important in CSGO and how the CT side can actually counter the T side having a lot of map control. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this. Alright, to give you all a better visual on why map control is so important, we're going to use Cache as an example, and with this visual I really hope it just helps better explain my points and what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be drawing on the map here. And say your T side Cache, you really want to take mid. The reason why mid is such a focal point and a great place to take map control is because you can split highway to A from highway, A main, squeaky, or you can split vents to B from vents and B main, and it just creates more areas that the CTs have to be worried about. Now, doing this also isolates the CTs to this section of the map if you already took mid control. And from here, it denies them a lot of information. They have to wonder if you're going to hit A or if you're going to hit B. Are you going to fake? You know, who's where, things like that. And a lot of the time, it'll make the CTs over peak just to try and get information. And that could be your easy entry onto a site. Now, in this situation and example, say your team took mid. You have Z smoked off. One guy's near Z already. One guy's white box. One guy's in vents or by vents. And your team decides they want to split A. So one guy is A main and one guy is squeaky. Now, the CT side tend to play forklift and A site. In this situation, they have to worry about three separate angles. They have to worry about squeaky. They have to worry about A main. They have to worry about highway, thus making them play more passive a lot of the time on site. And in this situation, you can easily push up highway, push out A main, and push out squeaky, pinching the players on site in forklift, creating a better opportunity to get trade frags, and forcing them to play more passive because they have to worry about every single angle. And if they don't, you can easily get the kill because they'll be over peaking. Now, also what this does is, say you took A, you left one guy in Z. This is the best thing to do because the B player's common rotation is through tree to truck. And from there, this Z guy will easily be able to cut that off. Now, a lot of the time, you'll have another person that is in A main. This is great as well because if someone decides they just want to push through B main and go all the way through useless in A main, this guy in A main will be able to easily cut that off, or at least get the information that someone is coming from this area of the map and can possibly isolate that into a 1v1 situation and get the kill. Now, one better situation would be to leave someone in T garage because they can cut the rotation off sooner and it's really least expected, and that way your guy Z won't get flanked. And then you can also have, say, you know, this guy decides he wants to go through T spawn. This guy will be able to hear the footsteps in this general area and be able to get the information that someone's going through T spawn and pick a better angle to pick them off. So that's something that's huge when it comes to map control and what you want to do when you have map control, because it'll make the CTs have to worry about these positions later on in the game if they already don't. It'll cause a slower rotation. Even if your guys get picked, the rotation's still a lot slower and your teammates are already in better post-plant positions. Now, there is a way that the CTs can combat the Ts taking, say, better map control, like taking mid here. But a better way to explain this, I'm actually going to use Overpass as an example, just because in my opinion I have a better example for Overpass. So we're going to go ahead and hop over to that. So for this Overpass example, say the T side has taken bathrooms control and connector control. This happens a lot, and that's the reason why I wanted to use this as an example to help explain how the CTs can combat as much as possible this much map control. So in this situation, say you have one guy heaven here, two guys on site because they had to fall back from bathrooms, and then two guys on B. Now, in this situation specifically, with all this map control already being taken, including connector down here, the CTs, especially on B, so there might be a lot of noise happening on A. If there's a lot of noise happening on A, you can push short and at least gain some more map control back and some info on where the T's are. In this situation, if you did gain short control and the T's decide they want to fake A and then go back down connector, you're in a better position because you can catch their rotation off guard, and a lot of the time catch them off guard while they're rotating, especially if they're trying to do it fast. Other than that, you also get early information because you can hear footsteps in this area here, and then you can call someone to rotate onto site more, maybe have your heaven guy play down in graffiti, things like that. This will definitely help with combating this much map control and the T side having this much map control. The one thing you do have to worry about is if there is someone lurking. So if there's someone lurking here in this area and you decide you want to push short, there is a good chance that you might get picked. If you do get picked, this definitely puts your team at a disadvantage. So that's why I want to bring this up and I want to bring this to your attention, because this can happen. This is a highly likely situation. From there, though, you can call a rotation, and a lot of the time the T's will go B off that because they'll have an early pick. Now, this still gets you some information that they have short control as well, and you're not in the worst situation because you could have 2 on each site, but it still does put your team a man down. So you do have to be very wary about this and expect someone to possibly be lurking here. Of course, if they're not lurking, it really gives you and your team the benefit and you gain more map control back. But that is my best example of how CTs can combat the T's having a lot of map control. You can really do this on any map, and of course there's many different scenarios that you can run through and do, but these are just general scenarios I wanted to bring to your all of your attention, if I could talk correctly. But I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, it'd be really appreciative if you hit that like button and shared the video with your friends. I know this is a different type of video, so I really hope you all enjoyed it. And other than that, if you have any video suggestions, then feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. You never know if your suggestion may be the next video topic. So my name is Lunar, and I'll catch you all with another video next time.